Welcome to another episode of This Old Hoopty, where I take this piece of crap and try and make it into something a little more pretty, I hope. As promised, in today's video, we're going to get to the doors. Let me get some stands set up so I can get the doors on them. Let's get started. You can see I've got the door sitting on the El Cheapo Harbor Freight stands. Works out perfectly. Get this cleaned up and ready for paint. I'm painting the inside black, as I said. That way it matches the interior of the truck. It's not really lit up, so it's kind of hard to see in here, but as you can see, everything is black, blue, or purple. Just got some soapy water, red scuff pad. Gonna clean off along everything here as good as I can on the inside. All right, while these things are drip drying, I'm gonna start working on the back of the cab in the area that we talked about where the bed banged into it. Let me show you that. All right, I hope that's showing up there. So you can see right here, I need to build up this side a little bit and this side and keep this line here. So this is visible above the top of the bed, so it's kind of important. Down here, not so much. We can just scuff it all up and get it ready for paint like the rest. But that's gonna need to be taken care of. So let's work on this. So as you can see, there's some holes drilled in here. So obviously somebody pulled a big dent out of this area here. But my goal is really just to make this similar to that, which is easily attainable. This is where the end of the Bondo that I can see is from right here to right here, and that's where the bed smashed into this, kind of caved this end in here. But it is what it is. Let's fix it and make this thing a little more pretty than it was, right? Let's do it. All right, the VHT rust converter, details will be down below. Let me get this coated. Give that a chance to convert, and everything in here will turn all black. I don't know if you guys can see that. Get a little closer for you. So, all along here where there was some rust, we're gonna get that to turn black, and I've dug it out and undercut it so I can get my patch to stick on top of this, and we'll recreate this body line here in the Bondo. As usual, whatever's lying around, a pizza box will be today's Bondo board. Let's mix up a batch real quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that now. Our rust has gone from a cherry red brownish to a black. So let's get our patch mixed up and get it on the truck. This is gonna take 2 or 3 coats to even it out, because I'm not gonna do one big thick coat. I'm gonna kind of layer it up. This is the Bondo that I'm using. Crappy scraper. I just sand it down or wash it off when I'm done. Keep using it. As always, knead up the hardener before you get started. Knead that nice and good so the liquid that separates turns it into a nice gooey goop. Same thing with the Bondo. Mix it up real good. If it's been sitting for a while, it's going to separate. So you don't want to see any more of the gray. It's not that pretty, but each layer will be consistently better. Self-etching primer across the bottoms. Same thing over here. Okay, let's get some paint mixed up. All right, guys, most of you see me get the Rustoleum ready multiple times, but for the ones that haven't, quickly go over it again. For the ones who haven't seen this before, our protective gear, some gloves, a mask, Rustoleum Black, the Magic Catalyst Hardener. I'll leave that in the description along with all of this other stuff. I use about 2 ounces of this. I'm gonna do about 4 to 1, 4 to 2 in here. And wherever I end up, I'll add about 2 ounces of the hardener, and that should give me what I need. Let's get these painted up. stir it up. I'm going to go up to the number 4. Alright, thin this out a bit. A little more. There we go. 2 ounces. There we go. Mix that up, get it in the gun. All right, that's one nice coat. It's kind of like a uber cheap single stage paint job. Same with this one. It's all beautiful. We're gonna let this harden up for about 15 minutes due to the temperature today, and I am going to shoot a second coat over both of them. Put you on the tripod and be back in 15. All right, the inners are done and looking fantastic. All right, it's been a couple of days. Let's have a look at the doors and see how they turned out. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. I need to get the rubber pieces and whatnot back on there. As you can see, I'm all packed in here again. Let's also have a quick look at that patch, because that's not done, but I'm going to finish that up in the next video. So here's where I ended up. I've got all the metal covered. I've got to do another layer here and another big layer over here so I could bring everything flat. And then we're good to go on that. So that's going to do it for today. In the next video, I'll finish up the patch. I will get these doors back on the truck, finish whatever sanding needs to be done, and I will be able to spray the center portion of the truck. I'm sure everybody noticed I left the inside of the doors black, and I keep saying that they're ready, because in my opinion they are. And I want the inside of the doors, because you can see them from the inside of the truck, to be black like the rest of the truck interior. And that's going to do it for today's video. So you guys know what to do. Like it if you like, don't if you don't. Subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest shenanigans. If you need anything from this video or you're curious about what was used, have a look in the description down below. Have a good one.